77720 motherfucking P. Oh. Oh, man. What up, Zach? I'm good, my brother. How you doing? Why is that? Is that? Ah, that's what's up. That's what's up. How's your journey going, man? I was checking you out on I had TikTok for a little while and then I deleted it because I wasn't on TikTok. I don't even think a week. I posted a video about about the different diseases eating flesh and blood are linked to, and they gave me a warning and they took it down. Like the whole video was full of proof that I got offline, and I'm putting screenshots of the diseases that eating flesh and blood is linked to, all the screenshots, everything. They took it down, and their reason was for it was authenticity and something else. It's like, what? I, that don't even make no sense. But they couldn't take it down for like being dishonest, right? They couldn't take it down for spreading false information. It's like I don't know. I guess the algorithms or what it like it just made up some shit. And they took the video down and they put a warning on my account. So I was just like, fuck y'all. And I just deleted my whole account. That all happened. Like I wasn't even on TikTok again for a week. But while I was on there though, I seen you. Like I seen your channel. I checked you out. I was following you and all that. Let me go over here. I am not going to be on here long tonight. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. TikTok is not the place for me. But them motherfuckers be over there eating cats and dogs and people and all kind of shit. So they don't want you saying anything bad about eating animals. Yeah, breatharian don't make no sense to me. What's up, Philip? Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Tell your daughter I said thank you. What's so funny, Monica? What's so funny, Monica? You can't come on laughing. You supposed to say hi, how you doing first. What you laughing at? Why are people afraid of fruit only lifestyle? Is brainwashing, man. People brainwash, man. Years of brainwash, centuries, thousands of years of brainwashing. Which like that just it really makes it interesting. Like, why was I like one of the people, like one of the few people that was, I guess, able to see through the brainwashing. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I can't say I was able to see through it because that's not what it was. But it was more, I don't know what it was, man. I know like it for me, it started off with me reading ingredients. I think that's really what got me on this path was reading the ingredients and the things I was eating. That's what really did it for me. And it's like really that's it. And it's interesting because everyone could do it. Everyone could read the ingredients on the back of what they're eating and know for sure like what they're putting in their body. And see those big long ass words that you can't pronounce and like you don't even have to research them. If you see a word with 17 letters, then it's like I don't know what this is, but I know it's not food and I know it shouldn't be in my body. And then from there, without even doing any kind of research, you just know that you're not supposed to put that in your body. But then it's like, why do I care about reading labels when so many people don't? Like I've tried to show people, like I remember this one guy. Um, I was over this girl house that I was seeing, and her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend were there. And the boyfriend, he was about to pour him like a bowl of cereal. And I said something to him about one of the ingredients. It had trisodium phosphate in it, which is like deck cleaner, paint thinner. And I said, that got trisodium phosphate in, that got deck cleaner, paint thinner. It was kind of like he was annoyed at me because I said something. Like he didn't say this, but the attitude was like, "Come on, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Leave me alone." That was kind of like the energy, and like I I don't understand it because if it was reversed and I was, you know, just the way I used to, just as toxic and all that, eating everything everybody else eat, and somebody said to me, that what you're about to eat has paint thinner in it. I've been like, where? Paint thinner? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Where? And if they would have took the box and showed it to me and woo woo woo, right here, I'm not eating that. I could have already had the milk on it, had my spoon. I'm not eating it. Like, I don't want it no more. I don't want to eat paint thinner. Well, it's like people don't, like, I don't understand how people don't care. I like, that's like, I don't get it. Like, how do you not care? Like, how do, like, they put all the poisons in the things people eat on the package. And it's like, how are you not reading it? Like, how do you not even want to know what you're about to put in your body? Like, how do you not even want to know? How do you not even care? So I don't know. Like, that's just, I can't understand that. I can't understand that. But, you know, that's what set me free. That's what set me free from all of this brainwashing and programming. And then, like, the more truth I learned, because eating just fruit, like when I first heard it was crazy to me. But the more truth I became, like made aware of, then the more eating just fruit started making sense. And nothing else made sense. So, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, the more I learned about what I was eating, the more eating just fruit made sense. You know? So it's like there's nothing else makes sense. Like, name anything. Nothing else makes sense when you know the truth about it. And so an all fruit diet, like, people are scared of that because they don't know the truth. They think the lies that they've been taught by the drug companies and these, doctors that don't know nothing, this system, this matrix. They think these lies are the truth. And I mean, just think, how many times have you heard of eating just fruit? How many people do you know who eat just fruit? Like, you've never, like, all of your life, you've heard like you need protein and you need cow's milk and all of these different things. And so now eating just fruit just disrupts everything you believed. It challenges your entire belief system. So what do you do with that? Sometimes people don't want to, they don't want to abandon the beliefs that they held true their entire lives. And that they, taught their children and so on and so forth. Sometimes it's easier to live the lie instead of the truth. So, there'll be a lot of things to it. There'll be a lot of things. Would you ever go back to hell? No, I ain't going back to nothing. Nothing. It's fruits for life, man. I ain't supposed to be eating no rotten fish or no rotten flesh. Hell no. That's like, it's like, that's not even an option for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not even an option. Like, if there was nothing else to eat, then I would just die. I would happily die before I would eat the flesh of an animal. That's how deep it is with me. Like how they talk about, people ate animals, I don't know, caveman days or wherever, millions of years ago, however long ago, people ate animals, as a means of survival. I'll just die. I don't need to survive. For what? I don't even like it here. Like, I don't fit in here. So this is nothing that I'm trying to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it is like, okay, so you survive in what? You live like a few more years? What'd you get, like 3 more years, 5 more years? You still die. So eating animals is just not an option for me. Period. Hey, what's up, Monica? Melons and peaches today. Man, that sounds good too. That sounds good. I've been on them melons heavy. Just think about what's not listed in it. That's true. But like on them ingredients labels, yeah, they don't put everything that's on there. Because if you see natural flavor or artificial flavor, for example, that could be hundreds of chemicals that they're not revealing because they don't have to. They could just say artificial or natural flavor. That's it. So that can be an additional 100, 200 chemicals that you're eating that you don't even know. But they tell you enough. They tell you plenty for you to make an informed decision. All you got to do is see sugar. If you see sugar in something and you understood how toxic and damaging to the body sugar is, you're not putting that in your body. So anything with sugar in it, you won't eat when you understand how bad sugar is for you. Sugar is in everything. That's how they trick people. That's one of the main things, main chemicals they use to trick people into eating things that they will otherwise never eat. They use sugar because we're fruit eaters by nature. We love sweet things. So they've duplicated, they've counterfeited, what's in fruits or, what's responsible for making fruit sweet. They've counterfeited that and they use it against us. They use it to draw us away from nature and trick us into eating things that we have no business putting in our bodies at all. They use sugar to do that. Like I was just listening to a video of mine, and in the video I was talking about how they have 265 different names for these sugars. And it's so many of them. But again, it's because we're fruit eaters by nature. And so they counterfeit that. They use it against us. They start putting it in things that are unnatural, things that don't come from the earth. And they lead us astray. But if you just know about sugar, you'll stop eating anything with sugar in it. And if you did that, you pretty much would stop eating everything you're eating because the flesh and blood people eat, they put sugar in it. Of course, sheesh, breads, pizzas, burgers, um, fries, pasta, grains, right? Like anything you could name, pretty much has sugar in it. I don't know of anything that doesn't have sugar in it. And then of course you got your coffees and your pops and your energy drinks. What doesn't have sugar in it? So, they give you plenty of information. They give plenty of information to make an informed decision. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh, what up, Wayne Wilson? Yeah, hey, that's crazy, man. But salute to you for sharing it with her. Hey, I'm doing good, Monica. How are you? I see you laughing at my breatharian comment. I fell out with somebody over that, man. It's interesting to me about people, like just people that I've met that like this this breatharian path is resonating with them. Like, and they'll talk to me about it. And then when I question them about it, like it's just a lot about that don't make sense to me. And it's interesting how passionate people be about a lifestyle that they are not living. And I fell out with a girl over this because, and it was a girl that I like. And and we had a little bit of history. And like I hadn't talked to her in a while, and then she came back like in my life, like messaged me just like on some randomness. We got to talking again, and yeah, she told me she had been like on this path and pursuing breatharianism. She wasn't even eating just fruits. How you how you gonna skip all the way from just eating whatever to a fucking breatharian? Like that shit is funny to me. But that's the conversation. I was entertaining it. I'm listening to her. She all excited about it. All these things, telling me all the things she learned. And then I started questioning her about it. It's like, well, if we're like supposed to be breatharian, then why do we have digestive system and taste buds? Like, why are there so many fruits on this planet? Why do we like fruit? Why do we have teeth? You don't need teeth if you just gonna be living off the air in the sun. Teeth are for chewing food. What we have teeth for? We get rid of these. I get tired of cleaning these motherfuckers anyway. If I don't need them, let's just get rid of them. If I'm just supposed to be living off the air in the sun, right? So why do we have teeth? Why do we have the stomach acids? Why do we have a asshole? Like, you mean to tell me I don't ever have to boo boo again? You know how much money I could save on toilet paper? Like, it's like none of this makes sense to me. None of it makes like so. Like, I'm asking her these things, and she was trying to answer them, and then she just kind of like her answers wasn't making no sense, and so I'm just gonna challenge you, and that's what I was doing. I was just pushing it, and it just went south. It just went south, and that was that. And it was over. It was all over breatharianism. But yeah, so I don't understand that. Like, you can't even eat fruit. You talking about like you can't even live on fruit. You talking about living off the sun. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I do notice that my body feels much happier and better when I eat fruit. Hey, I noticed that too. That's why that's why I'm still here on this path. You ever tried chocolate sapote or cacao? I've had both. No, I had sapote, not chocolate sapote. And I've had cacao. Cacao is real good. Cacao is real good. What don't you like about being here? What do you like about being here? Let me ask you that. What do you like so much about being here? So I'm on a different vibration. And so what don't I like about being here? Like the evil that's in this world. Like this world is full of evil. That's what I don't like about being here. Like, and I'm just on a vibration to where it's like, how is that even a question? You know what I mean? Because I mean, shit, look around. You know what I'm saying? Like the billions, almost 100. Well, actually, last I looked, there's like over like 100 billion animals being killed every year, and we're not even supposed to eat animals. And like the number of people that are being murdered and the children, especially the children, like the number of children that are being raped and molested, you know what I'm saying, by religious people, by these people that are supposed to be connected to God, the people that, you know, like people look to for help and inspiration and hope and encouragement and support, like they're raping and molesting children, like not just a few. We're talking about probably millions over the years. Like the Catholic Church is infamous for doing that. Christians are they're less infamous for doing it because somehow it's more, you know, like low key, like more on under the radar. But I see stories every single day of different Christian leaders, especially like youth pastors and, you know, people working in youth ministries in these churches being convicted of, you know, sex abuse with a minor, or, you know, uh whatever the chart, rape, molestation, like whatever, child pornography, like all these different things. Like this world is full of suffering. What is there to like about being here? Like the world is, of course, it's not all bad. But just imagine if you got to talk to these children. Just imagine if a child came to you every day and told you about how they were raped or molested in church, in the Boy Scouts, in the Girl Scouts, you know, Children and Family Services, all these different organizations, the schools that are supposed to be here to help children, and they're taking advantage of them, taking it, like stealing their innocence. Like these children become adults and they, like a lot of them suffer their entire lives, something that was done to them as a child. So like being on this path, I've become more aware of the suffering that's going on in this world. And, you know, it's not affecting me personally, like in the sense, like it's not my children, you know, like these are not things that I've experienced personally. But I think Martin Luther King said this, that until we're all free, none of us are free. So like that's kind of my mentality, you know. So like my life is great, but I can't ignore all of the suffering that's going on outside of my world. with so many. So yeah, this is not the world that this is not the original world. You know, this I ain't gonna say this isn't like what was intended, but this is not how life began. This is not paradise. This is hell. This is hell on earth, right? That's why so many people like I just happen to be one that has like escaped like this matrix and all of the traps and pitfalls, like all I escaped all of that. But like I'm one of few. Like most of the world, like they're addicted to some sort of drug because they need drugs just to get through the day. Whether that drug is sugar, caffeine, marijuana, cigarettes, alcohol, you know what I'm saying, or something stronger, crack, cocaine, meth. Most of the world is addicted to something. That's because life is hard. And this is how people deal with stress and anxiety and depression and frustration and disappointment and rejection, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Which, like, they don't deal with it though. Like it's too painful for them to deal with. So they just bury it. They numb themselves to it using drugs. So it's like I'm aware of all of this. It's not a great place to be. Like I said, my life is great. But yeah. What up, Amon Ra? Did I say that? Did I say that right? Amon Ra. Could I be with the girl who ate animal flesh but would be open to switching to frugivore lifestyle? Nah, I don't think, man, she would have to be fine, fine, man. She would have to be fine, fine. I don't think I could do it though, because because there's a lot, man, that would come with that. There's a lot that would come with that, and I'm like where I'm at, like I'm not. You just kind of gotta. You just gotta already be there. You just gotta already be there. You know, because I don't feel like I could. I don't feel like I could be the person that she would need me to be. Like during that transition, because during that transition, like you're probably gonna fall off the wagon. You know what I'm saying? And say like we living together and she'd been doing good and everything, and then I come home one day and she eating a Big Mac, super sized fries, extra patties. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I could be the person she would need me to be in that moment, you know, to I guess help her get past that or through that or whatever, you know. So for me, I just feel like you just gotta be there. You just gotta be there. Like I could help you from a distance, but not like being. We couldn't be romantically involved. No, but like I could be a friend, and I could help you in that way. And helping you in that way, like there's no telling what that could turn into. Because if I'm helping you as a friend and you fuck around and get established and grounded and you living the life, that might really get me excited. Especially because as a friend, I was a part of the transfer. I was a part of your transformation. That could be like a great relationship, but we couldn't be like romantically involved while you're eating like the flesh and blood. If your beliefs can't stand up to scrutiny and questioning, then they don't hold any weight. And that's a fact. That is a fact. You've been tempted to eat nuts. What's wrong with eating nuts, Erica? Nuts are fruits. Man, it is so hot in here. Since I started eating fruit, women that eat flesh breath stink when they come around. I notice that all the time, man. It's not just women though. Like I notice it with everybody. It's crazy. It's crazy. Damn, that motherfucker stink, man. And they don't even be knowing it. I'm gonna start telling people. I'm gonna start telling people. Cause like it just be in line, like they could be standing behind me. I don't even know they're behind me. And then I'll just get a whiff of something. Like, what's that smell? And then you turn around. And it's like even before you turn around, like it's breath. Like it's breath. Like you could tell if it's breath or if it's body odor. Like you don't even have to see the person. Like you just know what bad breath smell like, and you know what body odor smell like. It's like, man, and they don't even be knowing. I'm gonna start saying something. It's the dead animals in their bowels. It's for sure. Hey, Alejandra, I don't know what you just said, brother. Anybody know Spanish that could translate that for me? Yeah, that's true what you said about Catholicism and Christianity, Philip. Yeah, I ain't even gonna get into that though, because I could easily start talking about religion. I ain't even gonna get into that. What up? I want my page back. What up? How you say, Jeffy? Did I say your name right? I know how to say Paquito. I don't know what it means though. Paquito. I want to learn Spanish, man, but I don't have nobody to talk to. How you doing, man? How did you get through your first week eating just fruit? I don't even remember my first week of eating just fruit. But like my transition was gradual, and it's just a different path than most people, than probably everybody's. Um, but what I do remember is when I, finally like made that transition to, 100%. I didn't have any struggles. Like I didn't have any struggles for probably like the first 6 months. But it took me a while to get to 100% though. Like it took a long time. Well, it took a while. I'll say that. It took a while. I'm at 20%, I'm at 40, I'm at 50, I'm at 60, I'm at 70, 80, you know. So, by the time I got to 100, it was like going from like maybe 90 or 95% to 100. Like it wasn't a big leap. I had been taking a lot of smaller incremental leaps along the way. So it's not like going from 10% to 100%. I'm going from like 90 to 100 or 95 to 100. A lot of people, they try to go from 0 to 100. That's a big leap. I'm going from 0 to 5% to 10% to 20% to, 40%, 55%, 60%, 75. You see, I'm baby stepping it the whole way. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, like that makes sense, right? Because I was baby stepping it, like going from 95 to 100 is easy. Like that's a lot easier than going from say like 50% to 100. Thank you, Luffy's Light Crew. Anybody else having trouble hearing me? What up, Sarah Kelly? Do you care for organic fruit versus non-GMO? Well, most fruits are non-GMO. Nearly every fruit in the grocery store. Like you probably never even seen a GMO fruit. Like a lot of people think that a lot of fruits are GMOs, and it's really not. The only GMO fruits, according to what I've read, that are like that you might see in a grocery store is certain varieties of apples. It's not all varieties. It's just certain varieties of apples. I think Fuji is one of them. I don't remember. There's like 3 varieties of apples out of 7,500 that are GMO. Some papaya are GMO. And the pink pineapple is GMO, which is really good, by the way. And that's it. That's it. So there's not many GMO fruits out there. And most of what people think is GMO is not GMO. Like a lot of people think a fruit is GMO because it doesn't have seeds, and that's not true. So, people need to learn what GMO actually mean. Um, so from there, um, I'm not choosing between like non-GMO and organic. Like that's never the choice. The choice is between organic and conventional. And no matter which one I choose, none of them are GMO. So so between organic and conventional, I prefer organic 100% of the time. But I buy a lot of conventional fruit, conventionally grown fruits. Like pretty much all of my melons are conventionally grown, and but I've been eating a lot of plums lately. Um, what else have I just had? I don't know. Like I had some dates earlier, some Sakari dates. But yeah, so I always prefer organic, mostly on principle, more on principle than anything else. Because we're all voting with our dollars. Like every time we spend money, we're voting for something, right? So, when I buy conventional fruits, I'm voting for conventional fruits. When I buy organic fruits, I'm voting for organic fruits. So whatever I'm spending my money on is what I'm voting for. So like on principle alone, I prefer organic. But like if I only ate organic, there's a lot of fruit that I wouldn't even have had the opportunity to taste because a lot of the new fruits that I've discovered, they're not organic, you know. So that's about how that go. Santa Claus melon, the Pio di Sapo, that's one of my favorites. That's one of the fruits that I just discovered this year. That's one of my favorites. I had one this morning. That one never disappoints. Oh man. Seedless watermelon are not genetically modified. You don't know what you're talking about. Like you're a perfect example of people that don't know what they're talking about. Cotton candy grape, look it up. Cotton candy grapes. I don't know. I can't speak on them because I never looked it up. I never bought them either. Like I don't like the name. I never bought them just because of the name. Because I don't want anything that tastes like cotton candy. Plum quats, look it up. See, I can't speak on that either because I never looked it up. But I eat them. I eat them. Like if I had to put money on it, I would put my money on neither one of them being GMO. Matter of fact, where my phone at? Fuck my phone. Oh, we look it up right now. We're gonna look it up right now, she, and see what's really popping. Plum quats. You sure that's a fruit? Oh, plum cots. Okay, plum cots. So yeah, plum cots, plum and apricots. See, people get selective breeding mixed up with GMO. and they're not the same. If you put a plum and an apricot together and they have a baby and you call the baby a plum cot, that's not GMO. That's like mixed, that's like, like mating a pit bull with a Doberman and they have a baby. That baby is not GMO. Like, I don't know if you call it like a Doberman pit or pit Doberman or whatever you call it. The puppy, the dog is not a GMO. It's just like, you know, if somebody my complexion get with somebody of a non-melanated complexion and they have a baby, the baby is not GMO. That's what they do with fruits. They just mate different fruits together. That's not genetically modifying a fruit. Genetically modifying a fruit is when you take some of the DNA out of the fruit or you add DNA from like another fruit or something else into the fruit. That's what GMO is. Like with animals, they'll take the DNA, like just an example, like this isn't, I'm not saying this really happened, but this is an example of what they do. Like they'll take the DNA, say like out of a pig and put it into a cow. That's GMO. But like I don't know, you probably seen how they I guess they mated a lion and a tiger, and now they have this animal called a liger. That's not a GMO animal. That's just a lion got with a tiger, had sex and had a baby. So plum cots are not genetically. Matter of fact, hold up, man. I could share my screen with y'all. Do some research with y'all, man. Do some research with y'all real quick. It don't take long to do this. So let's see. Let's see what I got. So y'all can see this for yourselves. So our plum cots GMO. What the fuck is this? Google Shopping? All right, let me get that out of here. Okay, no plum cots, so y'all can see it for yourself. No plum cots are not GMOs. See, a GMO and a hybrid. That's what a hybrid is, when they take a fruit and put it with another fruit and they have babies. They call that hybrid. Hybrid and GMO is not the same thing. So here you can see they are a hybrid fruit created by cross-pollinating plum and apricot trees, a process that occurs naturally. It occurs naturally. It's not GMO. And then you said cotton candy grapes. Let's see. I don't think those are GMO either, but let's see. Wait a minute, man. No, cotton candy grapes are not genetically modified or not GMO. They are the result of traditional plant breeding. Again, hybridization, where different grape varieties were crossbred to achieve the desired flavor. So that's it. So like, who has a problem with hybrid or hybridized fruits? Like Myers lemons, for example, which is a really delicious lemon, but it was achieved by putting, I don't remember it, but it was some type of orange with a lemon. I don't remember the type of orange. I was just reading it earlier today though. It's like a tangerine or something. Like just cross-pollinating a tangerine with a lemon. And they came up with Meyer lemons, which to me tastes a lot better and like than like regular lemons. So what else y'all got? Who says seedless watermelon was G? Then somebody say seedless watermelon was GMO. Who says seedless watermelon is GMO? Let's look it up. I'm showing y'all how to do this. Like the research is super easy. No, seedless watermelons are not GMOs. They are created through crossbreeding, a process that has been used for centuries, not through genetic modification. Somebody on Instagram said that. So, and then there's all the science, which I ain't gonna get into, the triploids and the diploids. But so see, like the time it take to say this fruit is GMO, like you could have searched it on Google and just asked, is this fruit GMO? And then you get the result back saying no, and then now you don't even make that comment because it's that easy to you know what I'm saying? To find out for yourself. Did I stop sharing my screen? Can y'all still see my screen? I think I stopped. Those cotton candy grapes taste like cologne. That is hilarious. Interracial fruit. There you I like that. It's interracial fruits. That's what they are. They're interracial. The Drake fruits. But that's it. Yeah, Zach. Yeah, see, I didn't do it like that. I didn't do it like that. But see, I didn't know where I was going either though. Like a lot of people start off wanting to be, just eat just fruit. I didn't like really start off like that. Like, but then you know, when I started heading in that direction, I baby stepped it, man. I baby stepped it and I enjoyed wherever I was at in my journey. Like I enjoyed it to the fullest. Like whatever I was still eating, I ate it with no regrets. Like none. I enjoyed every moment of my transition into the fullest. When I was smoking weed still, I enjoyed it to the fullest. But when it's time to let it go, it's time to let it go. Like there's no guilt, there's no condemnation, there's no judgment because every part of the journey is exactly how it's supposed to be. So wherever you are at this moment and at every moment, it's exactly where you're supposed to be. There's no mistakes in your journey. It's all part of the process, all of it. So, like when you understand that, you approach the journey totally different. Like you have to understand that to be able to enjoy the journey without judging yourself or condemning yourself or criticizing yourself. You know what I mean? And so like I enjoy every single I didn't see like me falling off. I didn't see it as me falling off. I saw it as this is where I'm really at. Like I saw it as okay, I'm not where I thought I was. I thought I was further along, but I'm not. This is where I'm really at. So this is what it is. And I, just accept it, embrace it. This is what it is. I'm enjoying where I'm at every step of the way, every phase of the journey. And if I fall off and say, like, I go get a pizza or something, I'm enjoying that pizza. I'm going to eat the fuck out that pizza and enjoy it to the fucking fullest, loving every single bite. But then it's like, all right, I don't want to keep doing this though. Like, I'm not going to stay here. I don't want to stay here. But while I'm here, I'm not living in regret. I'm not going to be beating myself up. I'm not going to be miserable. This is where I'm at. This is what it is. But I'm going to keep growing. And I'm not going to rush the process. I'm going to learn everything I can from the process. Every moment is a teaching moment. You can learn from everything you go through. All you can learn from every experience you have. And that's how I approach the journey. It's like it's all everything. There's no failures. There's no disappointments. It's like, what can I learn from this? What should I be learning from this? There's a lesson in this experience that can make me better. What is it? That's what I'm looking for. I don't look at things as failures and disappointments. I look at them, it's all an opportunity for me to be better. It's all an opportunity for growth. When you understand that, then it changes the way you live life. It changes your whole attitude about everything. Like, I don't have bad days. Like, there's no such thing of a bad day in my world because everything is an opportunity to learn and grow. Everything. How can you have a bad day when you have that mindset? It's impossible. And so, that's how I live. That's how my mind works. So, yeah. And on that note, yo, yo, hey, that's the fact, Wayne. I would too.
Good night.
All right. Good night.
I'll come say something before I leave in the morning.
Okay.
I'll probably be leaving like 8:30. So
I'll be outside.
in the tent.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, well then I'll just come out there and say something.
Yeah, I don't sleep in here no more.
Oh, that's like an everyday thing.
That's every day.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, till it get too cold. If it start getting cold where I can't sleep or it's too cold, then I'm gonna come back in here. But did you see them? You didn't see them deer. Like, it be deer back there chilling, just laying in the grass, relaxing. Like, there was a mommy and a daughter. They were out there when I went to the store.
To get apples and stuff like that.
No, not then. This was after. This was why I came and told you I was about to leave when Bella was.
I was working out.
Yeah. So then I went and got my oil change. When I left, the mommy and the daughter was back there laying in the grass. I went and got the oil change. Then I went to Tractor Supply, got these fly traps, came back. And that's remember we used to go to Meyer? Mm-hmm. So Tractor Supply is out that way. Came back. They were still laying in the grass. Like, not even far from my tent. Like, they were real close to my tent. And I was just so, like, they chose my yard to lay in. Like, all the yards they could have chose, they chose mine. Like, that was so dope, man. like the mommy and the daughter though, like the little Bambi, and they was just spending time together, just laying in the grass like she with her little baby, and they just hanging out in the grass. Man, that was so dope. And then I seen like a little skunk like run by and run into the bushes. So I put some food out there. So we gonna see if like I got this container and I just filled it up with a bunch of stuff. So in addition to like all the stuff I threw out in the yard, scattered all over the yard. So we'll see.
Yep.
That was dope though, man. It's like to have deer just laying in your yard like that.
Yeah.
Coming out like, hey, hey, hey. Just talking to them and they just it's dope, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm about to go to sleep.
All right. All right. Good night. Good night. I'm about to get off here too. Yeah, man. I got deer, man. I got deer to just be chilling after since I cleaned the yard up back there, man. Man, oh man. They just be chilling in my yard, man. They just be chilling. But yeah, it's 10:21. I'm about to get off here. 10:30, y'all. 10:30, man. 10:30. Hands up. I'm off of here at 10:30. I've been sleeping outside, man. I gotta get out there and catch the moon tonight. I missed a lot of the moon last night. By the time I got out, the moon was like in the trees. I couldn't even really see it. And then I just love being. I've been sleeping outside every night. I set up oh man. Oh man. I got a nice big ass tent in the backyard. So I've been sleeping outside every night. So I'm gonna get off of here at 10:30. I'm gonna go work out and then I'm heading outside. And I'm just gonna wind down out there. Try to get like a early wind down. I might get in a sauna. I'll probably squeeze in a little sauna time too. I've been doing that. So yeah, yeah. So 10:30, y'all, I'm off. So what up, Billy? So if you got something you want to say, you want to ask me, you got 8 minutes. You got 8 minutes. Why I'm your kind of people, Monica? I was about to say something. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. Let me stop. Man, I love animals, man. Love animals. Did you experience elevated sugar levels while just eating fruit? Bro, I don't even know what that means, man. I don't even know what that means. All I can tell you is I feel good, man. I feel good eating fruit. I feel better eating fruit than I've felt eating anything else. And I ain't going back to nothing else. That's all I can tell you. All that scientific medical shit, I don't know what none of that shit mean, man. Like, how do you even know if you have elevated sugar levels? Like, how do you know? Talk about primary water more. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean about What do you mean by primary water? 10:24, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Who don't, I know don't nobody know about that. What does the day-to-day look like for you just eating fruit? I don't know. It looks like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you want to know, like, specifically? Like, my day-to-day looks similar to anybody else's. Like, I eat, I work, you know what I'm saying? Take care of my family, you know? The show, Ryan know. Ryan know. What fruits I eat, I don't know, man. Like, I just eat what I want. It's different every day. It's different every day. It's like whatever I want, like whatever I got a taste for. Like, you don't eat the same thing every day. I don't eat the same thing every day. You know, you want something different to eat every day. I do too. So it always changes. So I don't know, like today, I had honeydew for the first time today. I haven't had a honeydew in a while. Especially like with watermelon. I've been smashing watermelon, so I haven't had honeydew in a long time. So I had honeydew today. I had a peel di sapo melon today. I had some pistachios today. Um, let me see. Did I have plums today? I think I had plums today, or I don't know. I think I had 3 plums. Yeah, I had plums this morning. Like, first thing I ate this morning was plums. Um, and so yeah, and then so like yesterday I ate a lot of watermelon. Um, what else did I eat yesterday? Yesterday I ate mostly watermelon. I ate some pistachios yesterday. Um, oh, I gotta get some lemons. Like, I had lemon yesterday. I didn't have no lemons today. I'm out of lemons. Like, I usually eat a lemon at least one lemon every day. I like eating a lemon in the morning, like first thing, and I like eating a lemon before I go to bed. Uh, and you know, like today I had some dates. I had some Sakari dates today. That's another thing that I've had today. It changes. It's always different. I did start growing my own fruit. I got a couple gardens going on in the backyard. Like, I'm learning. You know what I mean? I'm learning. But last year I had nothing growing in my yard. This year I got fruits growing in my yard, and I've eaten fruits that have grown in my backyard already. So I got a lot of stuff growing back there. So I'm learning how to do that. Yeah, I don't do salad. I don't do salad. I eat one thing at a time. So that's how I eat. So I don't do like any type of salads. I don't mix anything together. So that's just me. I'm not telling you not to do that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I only eat one thing at a time. Like, I mono eat everything. Do you eat beets? I only eat fruits. Just fruits. How you know I haven't tried dragon fruit? People be funny to me, man, telling me to try fruits like, and I'm not saying you haven't, like, nobody has tried fruits that I haven't tried, but I only eat fruit. So the chances of you having fruits that I haven't had is slim to none, unless you're like in a exotic country or like island or something like that. What up, Jordan? Now I don't know what you mean by tropical avocado. I know they got some avocados that are so big I don't want them. I don't even buy them. They're huge. They're like this big. I'd be like, that's too much avocado, man. Like I'd have to eat some of that and then wrap it up and save it for later. And on that note, y'all, it is 10:30. You go live on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now. Every time I go live, I'm on every time I go live, I'm live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube simultaneously. But on Facebook, you have to be a friend to see my live until the replay is posted. And it used to didn't be like that. But that's the way it's been for me now. So I'm always live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously. But yep, and on that note, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go work out. It's 10:30. It was great talking to y'all. I know I missed a couple Mondays, but y'all know one Monday I was working on my song. Y'all know I got a new song out titled "Y'all the Ones," and I was just consumed with that. Like I had to get that done. Like I was so passionate about that song. So like one Monday I missed because I was working on that song, and then I've missed at least one other Monday since then. But yeah, so it's great being back on and seeing y'all. Met some new people this evening again, and I don't know. I'm gonna pop back on again. I can't tell you when, but y'all all have a great night. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I enjoy reading y'all victories and y'all questions and answering, you know, y'all questions. I know I ain't answer everybody's, but the ones I got around to answering, you know, um, always enjoy seeing y'all questions and talking to y'all and hearing about y'all progress, y'all updates, y'all journeys, like whatever's going on. And yeah, so y'all all have a great night. I'll talk to y'all soon.